Hey, good afternoon, everyone. And I just want to introduce you all to Steve Hand and Chris Millar with Blue Nose Aerial Imaging. And they just joined the chamber, and we're so excited to have them with us. And instead of showing the ribbon cutting videos like I usually do, I'd love to go ahead and actually start off with a video of some of their work. So here's some fantastic scenes of Pensacola, and then we're also going to finish off with some other video views of different business use cases that they can help serve your business. All right, awesome, guys. Well, very cool to see all those scenes of Pensacola from bird's eye view, literally. Now, you guys, we actually did the ribbon cutting. I guess it's been probably a month and a half ago or something, but I really thought it was important that we were able to show our members, different things that you all do. So first, I want to start off with just a little bit about yourselves, how you got into this business and doing drone imaging and videography. So Chris, we're going to start off with you.
Yeah, so my name's Chris Millar. I've had a history in aviation for the last 15 years. So my background, both of our backgrounds are in aviation, specifically military, and for myself, airline experience as well. The downturn with 2020 and COVID-19, at least for me, set up actually an opportunity to take some time and launch a business, something I've always wanted to do. And drones seem like a good place to start because I have knowledge in the aviation world.
Yeah.
And there's a network that is Blue Nose Aerial Imaging. So this is a franchise, and it's heavy with professional pilots becoming drone pilots and either trying to work it in conjunction with their main source of income, I guess, or trying to start up on the side for a little diversity. So it's been a great network to be a part of, and it's been pretty exciting to start something here. And that has to do with aviation, and now I get to learn about all the fine detail and a bunch of different industries because there's so many applications that you can use drone data and imagery for.
Yeah, and I'm excited to learn about some of that because some of the things that I wouldn't even think of you all are doing. But before we get into that, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself also, Steve.
Yeah, no, thanks for having us, first off. My name's Steve Hand. Same with Chris, prior military aviator here, was an instructor here, which is where I'm at currently. And then same thing, I was interested in drones after kind of learning about what they could do, just like you were wondering there.
Yeah.
And then from there, I looked at all the opportunities that were around. I was like, this is cool. And I've always wanted to start a business as well. So it all fell in perfectly. So yeah, we've got like 23 different franchises now around the country. So we're growing pretty rapidly. But yeah.
Now, the franchises, that was something that you guys sought out or you all started it?
So I was same thing with Chris. I was like going to start my own business, go do it on my own. And then I found out about this.
Oh, okay.
The whole network of pilots we have.
All right.
And I was like, oh, cool. This is already, a lot of it's already done for me. I just kind of joined the team. So
Yeah.
Up my own spot.
I'm sorry, did you also say that you were a pilot?
Yeah. So it's military as well.
Oh, okay.
We were actually both Marines.
Oh, okay. All right. Awesome. Well, what a great town to, have that kind of history and that kind of experience. And then to also do this, you're a veteran owned business, something that's also very important. And there are people in our community that actually seek out veteran-owned businesses just to help support them. And Pensacola is an amazing community, if you are a veteran-owned business, just because the people are so supportive. Another thing is if you're doing drone and aerial imagery and videography, you couldn't ask for a better canvas and better landscape, than where we live.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Blue Nose aerial imaging and some of the stuff that you all do, and the different types of services that you can provide for different businesses and individuals.
Well, Blue Nose nationally has developed a few pretty exciting partnerships nationwide, and now being franchise owners, we both have access to that. So there's you can almost find a use case in every industry. So but specifically with our partnerships, we have the ability to support agriculture and plant health in general. Specifically, one of our partnership is with a company called TerraView that can allow us to look at turf health for golf courses. And yeah, there's an image coming up there. As well as the kind of a newer industry, especially down in this area of the country, is cannabis and hemp. Looking at plant health, getting ahead of possible diseases, nutrient deficiencies, et cetera. Additionally, in the construction world, so you can use drone data to create 3D representations of a work site, track progress, to pass information to a corporate headquarters, for example.
Yeah.
And you can do a lot of cool things when you incorporate the geospatial data that's inherent to the drone, the information that the drone's using from itself, like estimating volumetric data, stockpile data. Making 3D models, et cetera. So those are some of the big ones. Looking at golf course, some agriculture, and construction uses, as well as Loveland Innovations, if you want to talk about that.
Yeah, we're partnered with Loveland, who we use their algorithm and their application to do roof inspections with. And those are obviously pretty important down here where we got the hurricanes coming and the storms all the time. So using those helps everyone, really. It helps the insurance company. You don't have to send somebody in a dangerous situation. We can just use a drone to do it.
Yeah.
So, and it's very, very accurate. So.
Well, you had mentioned the hemp, and you have a video here. So I'd like to show that real quick.
Yeah.
And then when we come back, I want to talk about, what you all are offering compared to what it would cost for a business just a few years ago to do the same exact thing. So we're going to watch this quick video of theirs of some other work that they've done. We'll be right back. Cool. So, I was just asking you guys while that video was playing, is all of the video taken with your drone, even the low level like pans? And you said yes, which is really amazing because that means you can travel light. You don't need to carry gimbals and additional cameras and everything, which is awesome. You can get on the job site and then get out of there. Very cool. So with all these things that you all are offering, what used to be the standard, the industry standard, to be able to have an aerial view over a piece of land or over a property or a structure? What did people have to do?
Well, it can be kind of hard to find because each field is a little bit different. But for example, like the agriculture, like the Ag and Tel video that we just watched, that used to have a cross snipper crop duster or some sort of other like helicopter to look at their fields for them.
Wow.
We used to do that with a drone. You can use the application on the drone to immediately tell height of the crop, what kind of if it's male or female crop, and how high and how big it is. So very, very useful. And then I don't know if you want to hit any prior ones also, like roofing inspections, you'd have to send somebody up there to do it, which we can just do with the drone. So
Wow, that's amazing.
I think there's so many applications out, and a lot of people that might be considering drones, they might say it's not a new thing anymore because it has been around for a while.
Uh-huh.
But what I think that's kind of cool is you're seeing such tailor-made software that can really take advantage of the drone data
Yeah.
in specific industries. For ag intel is a perfect example. There's other software that can analyze, water drainage and slope and plant health. But ag intel just is kind of a niche software for the cannabis industry, because what's important to cannabis growers, for example, that we can track individual plants instead of just
Oh, wow.
a wide variety over a field. And that's important because of the legal requirements to track the product from seed to sale.
I got you.
So you can incorporate their serialization, their nomenclature that they're using, and then incorporate the data that they're collecting by hand in the field and digitize it into the same software. So it's some of the same existing technologies. You
Uh-huh.
just see it really tailored and nailed down to a specific industry that just makes their operation that much more efficient.
Yeah, yeah. So another thing that I've noticed is because your operation is very slimline, compared to, having a crop duster or a helicopter or having someone actually climb up on the roof. What's your setup and teardown time whenever you go to a site?
I mean, we can get going in about 5 minutes once we're there. We do a quick safety inspection, make
Yeah,
sure, look at all the obstacles. I'll do a quick, I'll take off and do a quick tour around the area I'm working.
Uh-huh.
And then after that, we're ready to go. So about
That's
5
impressive.
to 10 minutes. Yeah.
I mean, whenever you're trying to schedule an appointment with someone to come out and to your business or to your home to do anything, it's always like, oh yeah, block out these 4 hours for this whole day, so we can come out there, and then, then you never know if they're even going to show up during that time. And, for you to be able to say, okay, I'm going to be there at 2:00, and then you show up at 2:00 and 2:05, you're already doing the gig, and then however long it takes to do your thing, and then you're out of there in just a few minutes. I mean, that, especially as a business owner, where you don't have time to be waiting around for a contractor to show up. I mean, that really is super valuable that you all can do that. Very, very cool. So I want to show one more video for the audience out there, and this is just kind of a general video of different things that you all do. And most of these shots are not in Pensacola, right?
Right. Most of them aren't, no.
Yeah. But that also leads to, you guys can go anywhere, pretty much. So I'm going to show this quick video, and then we'll come back and we'll go ahead and finish this off. Okay, cool. So before we go into like contact information and anything, is there anything else that you want to go ahead and tell the audience, maybe something that they didn't know or something that you just want to tell to our community?
Like we were talking about, we were watching that video. I think one benefit of using Blue Nose and why it's such a cool idea with the users, the drone pilots, both myself and Steve and the nationwide structure that now exists. It's primarily professional pilots or professionals of some sort. And so as the regulations become more and more restrictive and more complicated, because drones are filling the sky and the FAA is trying to regulate it.
Yeah.
Having our background as professional pilots, I think, really helps us be flexible and safe and legal. As Part 107 certified pilots by the FAA, and especially around the Pensacola area because we're dealing with military and airspace issues. So being able to just be professionals, show up on time, and do a good job safely, and do it legally. Because I think there's a lot of people out there that'll launch a drone up and they don't know it, but they just violated a law. Whether or not they'll get caught is another question, but you don't want to have that liability when you're dealing with a business.
Yeah. Well, and I'm curious, just one quick question about that. If someone hires if someone hires a company that is flying a drone, is that company liable for that drone violating the airspace because they're now contracted under that business?
It can be. Yeah, it really kind of depends on the situation. But like Chris was saying, when you hire the professionals to do it, we're going to be on time. We're going to be legal. We're also insured.
Yeah.
So we carry all that kind of responsibility and that risk as well.
Oh, okay.
Whereas if you contract it out, hit or miss what you get.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. And Steve, did you have anything that you wanted to finish up with?
No, Chris kind of nailed it on the head. So,
all right. Cool.
Well done.
All right. Well, what is the best way for people to find out more about your business if they want to get in touch with you or have questions?
Yeah, so we got Blue Nose has a great website. It's bluenoseaerial.com. And it's on the screen there.
There you go.
Locally, we have our group on Google. So it's just Blue Nose Aerial. You can Google that, and our Pensacola area will show up.
Also, Blue Nose Aerial Imagery Pensacola, or East Pensacola, is a Facebook group.
Okay, cool.
But that website just got revamped, bluenoseaerial.com. And you can also click on all the locations around the country and find our contact information personally on there.
Yeah, awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming and spending some time with us and telling us more about your business, and the fact that you all are both Marines, forever, just it makes it just cooler that you all are doing this and continuing to serve our community and everything. So thank you so much. We sure do appreciate your membership with the Chamber and, being part of this business community. So everyone, I'm going to go ahead and show that Pensacola video one more time before we go. And if you have any questions, be sure to visit bluenoseaerial.com or visit one of the groups on Google or on Facebook. All right, everyone. See you later.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
Thank you.